Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. So in today's session we are going to discuss two very important news articles of finance. The first one is about the Reserve Bank of India, which has released a booklet on the mode of operation or modus operandi of the financial frauds. So we will understand the structure of this booklet, what the booklet is saying and everything. Next news article is about the government that has appointed the top bureaucrats to the SEBI board. So what is the structure of the SEBI board? Who are the new appointees? We are going to understand all of this in today's session. So now before starting with the session, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are new to the channel and join our Telegram channel for the PDF of this session, and you can get the link of the Telegram channel in the description box below. So now starting with the first news article, the RBI has released a booklet and the name of the booklet is Beware or Be Aware. That is, you have to be beware of the modus operandi of the fraudster, that the fraudsters are using the common ways to fraud you, to take away your money. So you have to be beware, as well as you have to be aware about the transactions that you are taking, the precautions that you can take while taking the financial transactions, while doing the digital transactions and everything. As see, when the digital economy is expanding, as the financial inclusion is happening to the nook and corner of the country, this booklet, this kind of steps have to be taken to spread the awareness to the people. Okay, that the people needs to be aware, the people needs to be beware of the modus operandi. So now a root cause analysis of the complaints received at the ombudsman offices at the consumer education and production cells has revealed to RBI that most of the frauds are happening because the people are sharing their confidential information. The customers, the consumers, the gullible consumers are sharing their confidential information knowingly or unknowingly. This is the one of the major causes of the leading to the financial frauds. So the customers have to be aware, and they have to be beware of the things that can happen when they are doing the financial transactions, the frauds that can happen. And that's why we can say the aim to enhance public awareness about various types of financial frauds that can be perpetrated on the gullible customers while carrying out digital payments and other financial transactions. This is the aim of the booklet, that to make you aware that what you should not be doing and what you should be doing while doing the digital transactions. Okay. So the booklet emphasizes the need for keeping one's personal information confidential. Your date of birth, you can think that is very common, but the CVV or your card can be connected to your date of birth, and so the personal information about your card details, about the details of yourself, about your bank details, everything should be kept personal and confidential at all times, being mindful of unknown calls, emails, messages, etc., and also outlines the due diligence measures to be followed while undertaking financial transaction. You have to be careful not to provide your personal information, as well as you have to be diligent. You have to be careful when you are taking financial transaction. Okay. So the booklet elaborates on safeguards against commonly used fraudulent techniques, that you have to be very sure about not providing your personal information just directly like that, and you have to be diligent, as well as there are some safeguards that you can take against fraudulent techniques like phishing, wishing, the lottery, like SMSs and everything. Okay, including fake loan websites and digital apps. So you have to take some safeguards that has been provided in the booklet, that what safeguards you can take. So the structure we will discuss now, that what is the structure of this booklet. Through the index only we can see that there are three parts: part A, part B and part C. So part A and B tells you, the booklet detail the commonly observed modus operandi and precautions to be taken against fraudulent transactions relating to banks and non-banking NBFCs. So if the fraudulent transactions are happening in the banks, what the modus operandi is and what the precautions can be taken by the people, by the banks as well. So these are the fraudulent techniques, and we will see that this is the structure in which the RBI has given each and every. Like you can see that there are 14 in the banks, that the modus operandi, precautions as well as that you need to take, as well as part B tells you the modus operandi and precautions to be taken against fraudulent transactions that is happening in the NBFCs or through the NBFCs. So this is the structure, that modus operandi is given at first, that phishing links, so the modus operandi, how they usually work, and then the precautions, that what you need to do. So now the structure part C that you can see here, these are the general precautions to be taken for financial transactions. That what general precautions, digital hygiene you can maintain for all the digital transactions that you are taking, financial transactions you are taking, and through this part C the general precautions has been shown. Now last final section is the glossary, in which there are commonly used terminologies in performance of financial transactions with banks and other regulated entities. That when you are transacting with the bank, when you are transacting with the other NBFCs, these terms you come across with, this will improve the understanding of yours, okay, of the public. So this is the glossary, and this like different terms are given that you need to understand, and this is also very important for giving you the deeper understanding. Okay. Next is SEBI gets 2 new board members. This is the second news article, and the center has filled the 5-month vacant post of the whole time member at SEBI with banker Ashwini Bhatia. So if you know the structure, there are 4 whole time members in the board of SEBI, and 1 seat has been filled by the Ashwini Bhatia. 1 seat is still vacant, and the other 2 seats are from the previous members. 2 separate orders showed that Rajesh Verma, Secretary in the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and Ajay Seth, that is the Secretary in the Department of Economic Affairs in the Finance Ministry, have been appointed in the board of SEBI, and these are the part-time members. These are the part-time members. Okay. So board members, we will see the structure, that there is the chairperson that has been newly appointed also. Then there are 4 whole time members, in which the Ashwini Bhatia has taken 1 post. Next, 2 government nominee. We have seen that 1 government nominee is from the corporate affairs, and the second government nominee is from the economic affairs. 1 RBI nominee, that is usually the RBI deputy, and next is 1 public interest member is there. Departments. Now we will see that why these departments, or what these departments do, that is the corporate affairs and the economic affairs. So the Ministry of Corporate Affairs is responsible for overall corporate governance norms, Companies Act, that is related to compliance of businesses. The SEBI is the one that has the listed entities in itself, and there are higher regulatory compliance that the listed entities has to go through, other than the Companies Act, other than the corporate governance. So the SEBI handles the specific regulatory requirements applicable to listed entities. Listed entities have additional compliance and reporting requirements in addition to what is applicable to the unlisted entities that only have to be under the corporate affairs. So the Department of Economic Affairs play a key role in making policies related to capital markets and related institutions, and that's why these 2 institutions, corporate affairs and economic affairs, nominee have to be in the SEBI, so that they can also look after what is happening and the capital market regulations are followed or not, and everything. So thank you very much. I hope you have understood the 2 news articles. Very easy. You just have to remember the key points, the name of the booklet, the structure of the booklet, and in the SEBI you have to remember the appointees and the department they are coming from, the structure. So thank you very much. If you have any query, you can mail us here, or you can contact us through this number. Thank you.